Hi everyone, my name is Maggie Lang, and this presentation is for the engagement tool exploration. In this presentation, I'm going to explore and discuss an engagement tool called Poll Everywhere. Poll Everywhere is a live interactive audience participation tool that you can integrate into presentations to collect audience responses. It is web-based and lets you embed interactive activities directly into your presentation. The presenter will be able to see instant results when used during a live presentation. I chose this tool because I first imagined how interactive it would be at staff meetings and education days in our agency. Our education team gets about one time a month to meet with all of our regular staff and field staff, which is about 100 staff members. Here we have to give them information and discuss educational topics with them at the meetings. Oftentimes at our staff meetings, most staff are not engaged. They're on their phones or they're quietly chatting with each other. It is very difficult to evaluate their understanding of a topic. Some staff will complete a paper survey, but most do not. I think that Poll Everywhere can really increase engagement, encourage immediate integration in practice, and I really think it will be fun. So how does it work? Poll Everywhere transforms one-sided presentations into two-way conversations with the audience. Poll Everywhere is a web and SMS text messaging student response system. A Poll Everywhere activity is a single question or prompt you post to your audience. During class, an instructor can display a Poll Everywhere activity on a screen, and the students can respond with their phones using text messaging, something they love to do. The results appear live on screen for the class to discuss or for the instructor to use as a grade. It can also help instructors find gaps in student learning, their teaching methods, or course content. Poll Everywhere can be used on computers and tablets where your audience can type in a web page to participate. You ask a question. You get a short answer. You can use multiple choice or an image. Students respond on their phones, laptops, or tablets. Responses are displayed immediately. Another thing I like about Poll Everywhere is that it's also available to institutions to integrate into their learning management systems, such as Blackboard, Canvas, Brightspace, and Moodle. So I developed a checklist that I created and used to assess the tool. I adapted it from the checklist from Greg Schwambeck's 2015 model. Take a second to load. I really felt that this model would be effective to examine educational technology because it emphasizes looking at a checklist from a curriculum perspective and an instructional design perspective, with the ultimate goal of improving educational experiences for students and staff. I also added the concept of longevity and stability because both of these concepts are critical to look at in order to avoid unforeseen cost changes and also to gain buy-in from key stakeholders. So the first thing that I would do with this is to try the free version at a couple of staff meetings to see if it's effective. If the staff has a high satisfaction of Poll Everywhere from their feedback in the surveys, then I would engage key leadership to purchase the upgraded version. I also think it would be useful as an addition to our orientation classes for new therapists. And you can see here in my checklist that the majority of everything was checked off as yes. This checklist is also added as a PDF at the bottom of the blog if you wanted to upload and look at it more closely. So let's get started. To set up your presentation using Poll Everywhere as an instructor, you have to sign up for a free account. You can also download and install it into Office to use in PowerPoint, and here are the websites here. So you can log in right here and sign up for an account at polleverywhere.com, and then when you're in there, you can go to polleverywhere.com support, the articles, and install, and it'll tell you how to install it into PowerPoint. There's also a really nice support tab in the web page where you can type in PowerPoint and it'll give you multiple answers on how to add it into your PowerPoints. So a free account has a maximum of 25 audience participants. That's free. You can see how the prices increase as more features are added. To meet our needs, I really do think that the $120 per year would be sufficient. It's myself and another rehab educator, so we could both use this in our orientation classes as well as staff meetings. If it really does work, then maybe the system might want to roll it out and, build content, phone support. You have multiple other features that are available when you get to this price range. So during a live presentation, when participants respond, they're going to see their responses updated in real time on the presenter's screen. But first, participants will need to join the presenter's session to respond via text messaging. To join the session, the participants have to text the presenter's username to the appropriate text message number. Also remember that standard text messaging rates apply according to the participant's cell plan. Poll Everywhere does not charge for or make any money from text messaging responses. So you're going to text 22333 and your text message is going to say Maggie Lang 061. As soon as you do that, it would say Maggie Lang right here, 061. You're going to get a response that you joined the pollster's session. Also remember, when you're ready to leave, type the word leave, or you're going to be linked on to that presenter for 48 hours. If you don't have a phone, you can open a web browser and type in pollev.com/MaggieLang061 to respond on the web in your laptop or your tablet. So once participants have joined the session, they can respond to the poll. Participants only need to join the session once by text. After joining, text responses will automatically be applied to the active question. If participants join the wrong session, like I said before, or need to join a different session, they have to text the word leave to exit that session. Participants are going to remain paired with the presenter for 48 hours or until they text the word leave. You can also remember you can change your response by texting the word undo or clear and then submitting a new response. When a multiple choice poll is activated by the presenter, participants can respond by texting one of the provided options, it's usually A, B, or C, to the same text message thread. In the live presentation, once the participants respond, they will see their responses updated in real time on the screen. Just like here. Everybody chose C. For this activity, I'm going to do a survey type of poll using multiple choice questions, and I'm going to be able to collect your responses over several days since that is how long this blog is going to be available to respond to. I set the survey mode, which can keep the poll open for 30 days. You can also use Poll Everywhere to do multiple choice polls, open-ended questions, or Q&A type polls in real time, so the results present immediately after you poll the audience. Are we ready to try it out? So if you would rather just watch how Poll Everywhere works, I'm going to start the PowerPoint presentation, and I'm going to have some family members participate so you can see how it works in real time. And then I'm going to show you how to insert polls into the PowerPoint. So if you'd like to participate, you're going to get your phones out. If you don't have a phone, you can open a web browser and type pollev.com/MaggieLang061 to respond to the web. And over here, text Maggie Lang 061 to 2233. You're going to text in your text message. So after the presentation's finished, I really would appreciate your honest comments or questions on how you like the tool. part of this presentation was used as an infection control activity during an orientation class with me therapists and nurses. So I just took out a few slides to show you how Poll Everywhere will work in a presentation. So the objectives of this particular presentation were to identify standard precautions for patient care, discuss the importance of hand hygiene, and perform proper hand washing techniques. So standard precautions are the minimum infection prevention practices that apply to all patient care, regardless of suspected or confirmed infection status of the patient, in any setting where health care is delivered. Your first polling question. So what are universal precautions? Everybody ready? So in real time, you can see the answer will populate right here. You can show your results, and then again, you can also clear the results here. This little key will open up here. That's how you activate your poll. Again, first line of defense against any infectious process before and after patient care or contact, before handling any equipment or supplies, and before and after applying gloves. That's hand washing. Another question. So hand washing should only be used when hands are visibly soiled. B, happen after patient contact. Or C is the first line of defense. C, the first line of defense. So now we're going to try to make a question in Poll Everywhere. So we all know that evidence-based practice says 20 to 30 seconds to wash your hands, singing happy birthday twice. Also using some Purell, 20 to 30 seconds until the solution is dry. So I'm going to show you how to create a question. When I come out of my PowerPoint, I can come up to Poll Everywhere. Over here I have an insert bar. In the insert bar, I'm going to create new activity. You'll notice that you have multiple different questions that you can include in your PowerPoint. You can do a survey, Q&A, open-ended questions, and the list goes on. Many different ways to incorporate it into your PowerPoint. Here I'm going to just use a multiple choice question, and I'm going to type the question. You should wash your hands, your hands for, let's say, 15 seconds between patients with a shot of Purell, or for 30 seconds singing happy birthday, if I can type, twice. After you do your question, you can also add other options for A, B, C, D, or whatever you like. Then you're going to click on Insert. Here it's going to insert the question right into your PowerPoint. Another part of Poll Everywhere that I really liked was that you can log in and you can see how many responses you have. There's certain reports that you can run. You can see who responded. You can make the activity. You can create the activity and make it active right from this screen. So I would love to hear or read your comments about Poll Everywhere below. You can text them to 22333. Again, Maggie Lang, 061, all one word. I am then able to log into my Poll Everywhere account and view them. What did you think of this tool? You can actually text an answer right in. You can see right over here that I have three results from family members. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to Poll Everywhere. I really hope that you enjoyed this tool as much as I do. If you're not already using it, I hope that you can try it. It's really a good tool. Thank you.